In ancient times, grains and weeds grew together, and medicinal herbs and flowers bloomed side by side. People struggled to distinguish which plants could be used as food and which herbs could be used for healing. As the population increased, the need for abundant food and effective medicines became crucial. However, lacking knowledge about the vast array of plants, people often mistakenly consumed toxic ones, leading to fatal consequences due to the absence of remedies. One day, a minister reported to Shennong, the divine farmer, that a person by the river was experiencing unbearable abdominal pain, and no one could ease his suffering. Shennong immediately set aside his tools, rushed to the riverbank, and found the person in great distress, writhing on the ground. Despite attempts by an elderly person to administer a local remedy, the pain persisted, and by nightfall, the person succumbed to the ailment. Touched by the suffering of the people, Shennong resolved to personally taste the various wild plants to determine their edibility and medicinal properties. He led a group into the mountains, enduring hardships for 49 days, exploring the rich variety of flora in the deep wilderness. Eventually arriving at a mountainous area with a profusion of trees and flowers, Shennong sensed the ideal location for their quest. Detecting a peculiar fragrance, he followed it to the foot of a steep mountain. The scent wafted down from the summit, inaccessible due to cliffs and precipices resembling gigantic blades. While the others suggested giving up, Shennong remained resolute, stating, "After enduring countless hardships to reach this point, hope is within reach. How can we easily abandon our quest?" Unable to climb directly, Shennong carefully observed the mountain, seeking a way to ascend. Inspired by the agile golden monkeys running and leaping along the cliffs, he formulated a plan. The vines hanging from the cliffs, entwined with decayed wood, resembled a ladder used by these monkeys to navigate. Shennong realized that by constructing a similar ladder along the cliff face, they could ascend step by step. Ordering the gathering of wood and vines, they meticulously built a ladder, layer by layer, adhering closely to the cliff. For a year, they toiled through spring, summer, autumn, and winter, unfazed by wind, frost, rain, or snow. After constructing 360 layers, they reached the summit. At the mountain peak, Shennong discovered a plethora of exotic flowers and plants, vivid in color and innumerable in variety. Overjoyed, he instructed everyone to carefully collect the flora, while he tasted each one, noting their flavors and effects. One day, he encountered a vine with small yellow flowers that exhibited peculiar leaf movements. Curious, he sampled a leaf, and immediately, he felt the world spinning before collapsing to the ground. Witnessing Shennong's distress, his attendants rushed to his aid. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Shennong struggled to point at a red plant nearby, and then to his mouth. Quickly, they fed him the red herb. Miraculously, Shennong's condition improved as the antidote took effect. Subsequently, he marked the poisonous plant he had consumed and named it Duan Chankao, warning people not to ingest it. The red plant that saved him was identified as Ling Jikao, praised for its life-saving properties. Shennong continued his botanical exploration, tasting countless flowers and herbs, facing the risk of poisoning over 70 times a day. To counteract toxins, he carried a detoxifying herb referred to as tea. Legend has it that Shennong's body became translucent, revealing his internal organs. Consuming a variety of plants, he discovered grains such as rice, wheat, millet, and beans that could serve as sustenance. These became known as the 5 grains. Shennong also identified various edible vegetables and fruits, along with 365 medicinal herbs, documenting his findings in the Shennong Benkao Jing, a foundational work on herbal medicine. His dedication and fearlessness, as well as his miraculous encounters, earned Shennong the admiration of even the Heavenly Emperor. In recognition of his contributions, the Heavenly Emperor bestowed upon him a magical red whip, allowing Shennong to discern the properties and effects of plants with a mere touch. With this divine whip, Shennong's work became much more convenient. People later built scaffolds inspired by Shennong's method to construct buildings, symbolizing the lasting impact of his exploration. Shennong's legacy includes the discovery of life-sustaining grains, medicinal herbs, and the invaluable Shennong Benkao Jing, providing a foundation for herbal medicine and contributing significantly to the well-being of the people.